So this first reading is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It is not going to resonate with everyone, so if it doesn't, please watch your sun, your ascendant and your rising sign. Spirit, this will be a general reading. So here you have, your first card here is the moon, okay? Now, the moon indicates some sort of like deception, something that someone has been keeping in, something that's come to light, right? Some sort of clarity. It could be others deceiving you, or you could have been deceiving yourself. It could have been emotional deception, or it could have just been something that came to light, you know? Like they always say, everything that happens in the dark always comes to light. So that is what the moon represents. But it's something that was maybe unknown, perhaps something you had a feeling about. But it comes to light, and it also involves deception, you know? It's not necessarily good news, you know? Well, at least not in this card, because I see the two towers next to it, and the towers usually indicate something that the universe has been trying to teach you. So here we have a few cards that came out. So here you have the King of Swords, right? So the King of Swords is basically somebody who is very cold, very abrasive, demands respect. You know, this could be your energy in this, right? Because it is, swords represent air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And the swords also represent communication. But when you have the King of Swords, this is someone who is very, 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 like, they will cut you right out of their lives. You know what I mean? This is somebody that demands respect. He is one step up from the Queen of Swords, who has no trouble of cutting anybody right out of their life. You know? Then you have the Sun card, and it came out upside down. I usually don't read reversals, but you know, this is the Sun always represents some sort of, you know, some sort of happiness, some sort of bright prospects, and you know, it's upside down. So perhaps this recent energy around you tried to dim your light, you know, tried to dim your happiness, your prosperity. And then you also have here the King of Wands. The King of Wands is someone who's you know, very ambitious, someone who is, you know, the kind of star of the party, light of the show. Maybe whoever it is that, you know, you're with doesn't like this about you. Perhaps this could be the energy that you've been taking on lately, the King of Wands, and perhaps this deception has something to do with, you know, with that. Maybe it's sometimes the King of Wands could be a hard pill to swallow, right? So maybe that's the energy that you're taking on, Gemini, you know? Not to say that you shouldn't be a hard pill to swallow. Do as you please. And do away with anyone who tries to dim your light. Don't be afraid to cut anything out. That goes to job situations, any type of energy that is not in alignment with your energy has to go. Anyone who gets in the way of your happiness, your prosperity, is not an energy that you should accept. So here you have the Three of Swords, and that is, again, reversed. I feel like reading it reversed this time. I just get an energy that I should. And that's like over, it was some sort of a heartbreak, but it was a heartbreak that you got over already in the past. It was something that you felt, but you no longer feel. You definitely got over it, right? And then you have the Four of Wands, right? And this is basically a card that perhaps that recent heartbreak that you had was due to some sort of like foundation, in your home, in your happiness. Maybe these are usually like, you may have had plans to either move in with somebody, move on with someone, maybe establish like some sort of foundation with them, a family, but it didn't work out. This is a home of like, this is a card, I'm sorry, of like happy home, happy life, happy family. So obviously, that's what that recent heartbreak was about. But now you're over that, right? Now you're over that. So Spirit, what else do you want Gemini to know? This, could have also been, you know, due to lack of finances. But I don't that upset the home situation, but I don't really see that in this energy here. I feel like it's more about some sort of relationship that transpired in the past. Let's see. So here you have a Justice card, right? And this is a great card to get. This also represents, you know, a Libra. You may have been dealing with some sort of Libra, or the Justice card simply means that there was some sort of legal situation, some sort of document, or it could simply mean finding out the truth. Some truth was brought to light. And it's interesting that it's right underneath the Moon card, because remember we said some sort of deception comes to light. So the Justice card always brings some sort of justice to a situation, right? Some matter that's affecting the balance is kind of bringing back the balance in a situation that was unbalanced, bringing some sort of truth to light, finding out the truth, right? So perhaps the Justice is just in your current, in your most recent energy, in which something came to light and you found out the truth about something, right? It could have been an epiphany. It could have been something that you've been pondering about most recently, or it could have been a situation in which you discovered something about a certain place, a certain person, but something was revealed, right? Something was revealed. It could have also been that this revelation had something to do with a family member, because the Four of Wands, as we said, is the card of like home, family life, foundations, and something that was like caused like either a heartbreak, but I mean the heartbreak wasn't bad because honestly it's upside down, so it means like you can kind of give two shits about it now, whether it was in love or the most recent past. So what else do we want to know, Spirit? Let's talk about most recent situation. Let's see, this guy wanted to come out here. So the Four of Pentacles, again, this is you going back and focusing on your money, right? This is money improvements, more money coming your way. This is, you're holding on to your coins, making sure that your finances are good. And that's where your energy is at the moment, working on your goals, on your career, on improving your financial situation, stability, and security. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that's where your energy is focused on right now. That's what's important to you. What else? What current energies do we have? Let's see. These two wanted to fly out. So you have the Ten of Cups, right? And you also have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So the Wheel of Fortune flew out first. And again, the Wheel of Fortune also substantiates this Four of Pentacles, because it basically means an elevation of money. It could also mean a trip overseas, or a phase that has been complete, right? Because it's cyclical. And the Wheel of Fortune also means some sort of like, karma. Now, I don't know what your definition of karma is. It's neither good or bad. Karma is the energy that you put out is what you get in return. If things have been a certain way for you in the most past, consider that energy changing and shifting, right? It's like, this is like the karmic wheel for me. It doesn't stop, and And then you have the Ten of Cups, right? So this is like a celebration. This is usually like the ultimate, most fulfilling card when it comes to love. Happy home, happy family, happy life. Maybe you're going to be in unison with someone. I don't know, or maybe that's just the way you feel about yourself now. I don't know. I need more clarity on that card here because, I mean, originally it did come out. No, it came out upright. I reversed it when I flipped it. Um, let's get more clarity on the Ten of Cups. Um, I mean, this could mean that you met someone on a recent trip that you're going to have a good energy response to, or vice versa. But it could. I need more clarity. Spirit, please give me more clarity on the Ten of Cups. More clarity on the Ten of Cups, please. Wow, this is hard to come. Okay, we finally got one on here. So we have the Queen of Wands. And this is a card of positivity. This is also a card of Sagittarius. It could also mean someone who is very outspoken, someone who's into the occult. You can see the black cat here in the front, the sunflowers. But how does that relate to the Ten of Cups unless you have a Sagittarius coming into your life soon? Because they're both the cards of like party and celebration and positivity. So it kind of emphasizes the Ten of Cups as something positive that's going to come into your life. So I don't know if you have a situation now where you may be moving forward with someone. Let me, I'm going to use a different deck now. I just want some clarity on that card. Oh, so we have two cards that came out. Again, the Queen of Wands, wow, on two different decks. And the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is just the kind of a card of contemplating, taking a rest, standing still, not making any moves just yet. Sort of like a timeout card. And then you have the Two of Cups, and that's a card of union, right? It's coming together to share your love with someone. So it could mean some sort of overseas trip. It doesn't have to be a long journey or overseas. It could be maybe some sort of trip is made to renew your love with someone, which will end in a Ten of Cups. Let's, I mean, you had these cards, but I'm going to put them back in the deck because they were not upright. I'm sorry, they didn't fly out. They were just upright in the deck. But they're it's the Page of Wands, which indicates an offer, and the Queen of Swords, you know, it's just somebody who's not sure, somebody who's, you know, who cuts people right out of their lives. So again, here you have the Ten of Pentacles again, which is another card of completion, which means, you know, happy home, happy family, happy foundation. So you did get two cards of money and improvement. You know, you see you have the dogs here, happy family, happy life. I'm going to leave that there. I don't think we need to clarify that anymore. There's definitely some sort of great ending here that's coming in the near future. I'm going to use the Romance Angels card in terms of some sort of love message, or just, you know, some message that involves love to some capacity. And let's see what we get. Okay, Spirit, Angel Guides, what message do you have for Gemini? What message do you have for Gemini? Okay, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So again, we did have this energy come out as perhaps you took a recent trip and met someone. And then you have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Sometimes, you know, Geminis can be, or can have the quality of being very independent and not really accepting help from other people. So perhaps this card is just telling you that you may be in a situation where you may want to accept some help from others during this time. So actually, I'm going to leave that right there, and I'm just going to pull one last card from the Shadows of Light Oracle, and we'll see what message you get. Okay. So here you have poem. This basically comes out when it's definitely time for a change. You know, time to learn something new, using technology, gadgets. Perhaps, you know, in this time, you might want to learn a new trade, or think about something that you do know and expand upon it. Maybe something in the technology field, or think about in terms of what you might want to do, you know, in the future. A lot of people are transitioning, working online. Maybe that's something that you're interested in, but it's definitely something that has to do with technology and trying something new, learning something new. Hope this helps.